Well, Tom, massive excitement this week with the new Rangers kits beginning to drop on the doorsteps of Rangers supporters around the country. Just tell me, first of all, what are some of the things you took into consideration when designing the new kits for this season?
So the big focus for us, Nick, for the kits this season has been really to find a way of blending the traditional with the modern. So the words that our design team have had written up on the wall of their studio for the last couple of months has been heritage meets innovation. And that's really the ethos which has underpinned all of the kit designs this season. Of course, we all know the Rangers Football Club has such a fantastic history and heritage, and we really wanted to respect that history. So you'll see touches of the tradition throughout the kit. So whether that's the famous quotes that we've infused to the back neck label of each kit, the embroidered badges, some of the trims and detailings featuring certain colourways. They're really, hopefully, the details that will allow all of the kits to stand out and really be recognisable when they're worn by Rangers fans all over the world. I think the home jersey in particular is one of the most famous kits in football, so you don't really want to be playing with that winning formula too much whatsoever. However, I guess the flip side of that is that these are the first kits in the partnership between Rangers and Castore, so we did very much want to put our own personal stamp on them as well, and that was very much around the innovation side of what we'd look to do. So as a brand, we do very much pride ourselves on being very innovative. Again, so if you look at the wave pattern that we've included on the home design, on the home jersey design, the retro collar that we've included, that's something that's been very different from anything seen previously, or the textured mesh lining or the mesh panelling on the away jersey. These are really details that hopefully do bring that innovative touch and again really allow the kit to stand out. So as well as the quality of fabric that we've used, which in my opinion is going to be of a far higher quality than anything that's been used previously, these elements will hopefully allow all of the kits when the fans start receiving them as of today, on Monday the 3rd of August. Fans will not only see a clear visual identity, but hopefully really feel the difference in quality as well. So a lot of the feedback that I've seen already has been almost unanimously positive, which of course is absolutely fantastic to hear. But hopefully there's a lot more to come as well.
Just give us an idea how positive the new partnership has been for Castore so far.
To be completely honest, it's quite hard to overstate the impact that this partnership has had on the Castore business already. Of course, when we entered into the partnership with Glasgow Rangers Football Club, you know that you're entering into a partnership with one of the most famous football clubs in the world. But to really see that come to life in reality, I think has been on another level to anything that we'd really anticipated. So in a very tangible way, and this is completely aside from kind of the kit sales that we've seen already. We've seen Castore, or orders for Castore product, come in from really all four corners of the globe. So we've seen huge spikes in volumes in the US, Canada, Australia, Dubai, a lot of the Nordic regions, I guess really showing the global fan base that the football club has, but also how passionate that community is in that they've kind of come and bought Castore product, which is absolutely fantastic. To have 50,000 jerseys pre-ordered within 36 hours is something that I think really gets noticed across the football industry. In truth, there's not many football clubs that could deliver those types of numbers, certainly not outside of the global mega elite. So having seen those sorts of numbers, I think as a lot of people across the footballing landscape have really taken notice of this partnership. My phone has been ringing with commercial directors and CEOs of many leading football clubs who have seen what we've done with Rangers and been very, very impressed. So to be completely candid, I think it would be true to say that already, and we're only clearly at a very nascent stage in what's going to be a multi-year partnership. But already this partnership, I think, has taken Castore to a new level in terms of both brand awareness, but also I think authority as a real challenger brand to kind of the big brands that have dominated the sportswear market for so long. And I think the last time I was on your show, Nick, I talked about our ambitions for Castore being to build a brand that competes with those global guys or those mega brands on the global stage. And this partnership is probably the biggest milestone that we've had to date in our brand's life in achieving that goal, which is absolutely fantastic.
You mentioned those 50,000 pre-orders so far for the home kit, for example, and given the reaction to the kit so far, are you satisfied you'll be able to meet what will be a huge demand going forward for the range of support for these products?
Yeah, I think there's really, Nick, two elements to that question. The short term and the long term. So in the short term, I guess it's true to say that the impact of COVID-19 has hit every sports brand who are delivering kit this season. We've seen that for English Premier League clubs and really across all clubs from Europe, really, with kit launches being delayed. But what we've done is, I guess it's true to say, we've really gone to extreme lengths to get this kit into the hands of fans as quickly as we possibly can. So what that means in reality is we've had chartered planes flying kit directly from our factories in Europe into our warehouses, rather than waiting for kind of commercial air travel or doing it via ships, which is what most brands do. And then we've had staff working every weekend since we signed the deal to really do that as quickly as we possibly can, and we've really pulled out all of the stops. So I think as of today, the 3rd of August, fans will now have started receiving the kits, which is absolutely fantastic. And I guess it's probably also worth mentioning that I think it's probably well known that given the kind of our partnership really only started on the 1st of August. That was when we were really allowed to actually start sending the kits out. So I know there's been a bit of frustration from fans that they weren't able to have their shirts delivered ready for the first game of the season. But yeah, we've worked as hard as we possibly can, and hopefully we've kind of broken the back of that now and come through the worst of it, and fans will start receiving all of the kits as of now. So in the short term, hopefully we're in a fairly good place. In the medium or long term, over the course of this first season of the partnership, we've got 500,000 units of the key playing and training products on order, which hopefully will put us in a good position to meet demand. And as well as the technical products, as we call those, we've also got really big volumes of accessories, lifestyle and other products coming in, which will put us in a good position. So I've started seeing a lot of rubber ducks in our office, so I don't know if that's indicative. I'll be indicative of a big product launch that we'll have coming in the not too distant future. And then I know again that there've been a lot of questions coming in around the toddlers kits. But given the additional testing requirements that we need on those kits, we just needed to go through one more iteration of sending those back to the factory to get the final elements ready. But again, those products will be ready fairly soon, or very soon, I should say. So yeah, overall, I think we're in a good position, and as of kind of the next couple of weeks, I think fans will be really happy with the breadth of product offering that we've got immediately available for them.
From the perspective of you and Phil, the players have now been back for 6 months. So what did it mean to you to see the Rangers first team and staff wearing your products for the very first time? It's a really special moment for us. When Phil and I started Castore, we did have big ambitions. We knew it would be incredibly hard work, but I think what really motivated us and kept us going through the early days when times were tough was that
ambition, I suppose, of seeing world-class athletes wearing our product. So to watch the team on Saturday walk out wearing the Castore kit for the first time was a moment that will stay with us for a very, very long time. We'd actually been in the office in the morning on Saturday, obviously just overseeing the launch of the away jersey. So a group of our team went to a bar in Liverpool to watch the game, and that was a really nice moment. We weren't the only Rangers fans in the bar, but we were very excited to watch the players walk out. And I personally think that the team looked absolutely fantastic, and the feedback so far has been brilliant as well, which of course is nice. But I guess the most important thing is that we got the 3 points and on to the next one now.
Absolutely. You've touched on it a little already, but this week the long-awaited Rangers store will launch at Ibrox Stadium. Just what can fans expect from that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a massive moment in the partnership between Rangers and Castore, and I think a massive moment for the fans as well. We said from the start of this partnership that the football club deserves a store, and the fans deserve a store that they can really call their own. And when that store opens on Thursday, that's exactly what they'll have. We've invested a significant amount, about £250,000, in completely overhauling the store, both the interior and the exterior. So it will look very different to how it did under the previous partner, and really I can't wait to see what the fans think of that. Again, I think I said it last time I was on the show, Nick, but we really wanted to create an Ibrox store that was in line with other leading European football clubs, and hopefully that's what we've achieved. Very, very excited for the launch this week. As I said, it's going to be a big moment, and I can confirm that there will be an exclusive product launch in store on Thursday, as well as we do have additional plans for further product launches in the store throughout the next couple of months. So I guess, as with everything in the world at the moment, COVID has had an impact, and it's something that we do need to be cognizant of. So we've made sure that all of the appropriate safety measures are in place. But going forward, we're really looking forward to welcoming as many fans as possible to the store in the coming weeks and months.
And this is very much a long-term partnership, Tom. What can supporters expect beyond the next couple of months and going into the next couple of years?
So we said when we initiated this partnership with Rangers that Castore is a challenger brand. We've got no desire to come and mimic what other brands would do, or maybe what's been done in the past. As I said earlier, we do pride ourselves on being innovative, being creative, and that really is the only way that we can compete with far bigger sportswear brands in the global market. And applying that philosophy to this partnership will mean, I think, a number of things, but certainly with regards to products, there'll be a number of limited edition product releases coming in future months. Some things that I think the fans are going to be really, really excited about. And then again, we've already seen in the first couple of months of the partnership just how huge the demand is from Rangers fans for the right product. So once we've opened the Ibrox store, which is clearly a massive moment, there are plans in place already for additional stores, not just in Scotland but also further afield as well. In Belfast, I think will be a very interesting option, as well as internationally. And then of course the season after this one, 21-22, is a massive season in the history of the football club. So already plans are starting to go into place. We're very much a part of the Edmonton House project, which is incredibly exciting, and the product ranges and kits are already starting to be put in place for that as well. So yeah, very exciting times ahead, hopefully.
And just finally, can you provide an update on how plans for the third kit are progressing, and also how excited the Castore are to show that to supporters with everything?
Yeah, so the third kit has now been designed. That design is finalised, and we'll be announcing a launch date for that very soon. But the fans won't have to wait too much longer for this. Personally, I think all of the designs for the home, away and third kit are absolutely fantastic, and are going to be very very popular this season, but it's probably fair to say, I guess in my opinion at least, that the third kit will be particularly popular. It's a really cool design, and I think is going to resonate very strongly with fans. We do also have a number of other lifestyle training and travel products which have started to be seen already, worn by the players and the management, which have gone down really well, which will be launching imminently, and again, very excited about that, and what we've been very I guess focused on to ensure that whatever we launch in the Ibrox store, we make sure that those products are going to be available to the international fan base very quickly thereafter, so that the international fans of Rangers don't feel left out in any way either.